Good evening. How are we? That was good timing. The national anthems have just finished. So we like that. We just put some bits in the chat. And we're all set for a this is a big encounter. I'm not sure about those Netherlands warm-up jackets, by the way. They're a bit funky. I have got my colours wrong. I just need to sort some colourways out. That probably needs to be blue shirts and yellow shorts. There you go. Get those colourways right. I'm lucky, Christine, I don't get to see these David Beckham adverts. Are they all for different companies as well? Is he just basically sold himself out for all these different games? Let me just see if I can find the official hashtag for the game. Let me just do some bits. Set myself up here. Some of these things I can't do till I've gone live, you see, so I have to... and because I don't have a producer sitting behind the scenes like some lucky streamers do, doing all these technical bits, I have to do them while we're live on the stream. So many, right, so he sold himself out, basically, hasn't he? We got a lot of Netherlands support then. Ruby's supporting Netherlands. I got a feeling Liz is going to be supporting the Netherlands. Good morning, Dave, from sunny Las Vegas. So that Holland side is a very interesting one. They're, I said yesterday, they're a funny side. They have supremely talented players, but they just notoriously fall out with each other all the time. So the right back Denzel Dumfries has just been bought by Real Madrid. The centre back Van Hecker has just been bought by Tottenham Hotspur. Mickey van der Ven, who's played as looks like as a left back, but actually they'll probably change shape when they've got the ball. He's Tottenham's probably going to move soon from Tottenham. Frankie de Jong in the middle of the park is key for the Dutch. Up front, I don't like them up front. Marlon, Brobby, and Gakpo are all good players, but none of them are great. Just looking at the clock, I'll just get my clock synced up so that we know what's going on. And then we'll have a look at Sweden then, of course. Unbelievable up front with Isak and Gyökeres. Ayari in midfield is excellent. He's for Brighton. And then they're a bit iffy at the back. So the Netherlands should win this by a goal, probably. Just have a look at FOTMob, because actually it gives. FOTMob tells you the rankings, where they are in the FIFA rankings. So. There we go. I think we're about right. About there. So we've got Netherlands are number 8 in the FIFA rankings and Sweden are number 38 in the FIFA rankings. So, yeah. Let's see how we do. Let's see what happens. According to FOTMob, Sweden will start with 3 at the back. A 3-4-1-2, which you would play 2 up front with Isak and Gyökeres, two really talented forwards. Let's see how it settles down. Yeah, I'm just looking at the table. It's interesting, this group. Japan. They might do something, the Japanese. They're one of those sides as well that are a bit, you're never quite sure. So this is in Houston, this game, isn't it? Italy, I think, is the answer to that. Christine, it is Italy. Hey, Esteban, how are you? No, my clock's working. Liz, it's showing for me as it's working on everything I can see. Yeah, it's working. That Sweden shirt actually has got a lot of detail in it. Speaking of, like, we were talking about that Morocco shirt yesterday. Oh, Gyökeres is way offside then. That Sweden shirt's got a lot of detail in it. Hey, Zach, how are you? Wonder if I can perch myself a little bit in a better position. Bear with me while I just try this so that I'm not twisting all the time. I'll stick my feet up and we'll have a look. Let's just adjust my camera a fraction. There you go. A lot of wasted space there, but we'll be all right. Hey, Ruth, how are you? Ronald Koeman, the manager of the Netherlands, was an ex-player. Played for Barcelona, played for the national side, very famously scored a goal against England in a controversial game where he should have got sent off. Graham Taylor was the manager. He should have got sent off actually in the game, and then he subsequently scored a free kick, which meant England didn't qualify for USA 94. I think that was the year. But it was. He was Everton manager at one point as well, Ronald Koeman. Yeah, so he just it's a shame that it's a shame there is there's a delay on my stream to YouTube. There is about a 15 to 20-second delay, which sometimes throws things out. But I was just watching Holland then, and they switched to a back 3 when they've got the ball, which is why Mickey van der Ven starts at left back, but he becomes a left centre back. Here come the Dutch, though. It could be a goal. It is a goal. Brian Brobby. Brian Brobby has scored. Oh, hello. That didn't take long. The Sunderland striker. 5 minutes in. Well, that's the thing about the Sweden. Their talent is all midfield and attack. It's not at the back. Look at how he holds the ball up initially. Gakpo with a great ball across the 6-yard box. The defenders are scared of that ball if you have a look. As he crosses that. And Brobby just taps home. It's just a proper good old number 9, Brian Brobby. I think he was at Ajax previously. That was all about Brian Brobby with the build-up, the hold-up play, and then the tap-in after Gakpo. Oh, that was Gyökeres with a half chance. Just, checking my phone. It's buzzing away. Ayari's the one for Sweden in midfield that I want to see how he plays today. The Brighton midfielder. He scored 2 brilliant goals. He's number 18. He's actually on the edge of the box here for this corner, unmarked, which is interesting. Oh, they've worked something overly clever there. Just get... What a mess of a set piece that was. You know, first set piece in a game, just stick it in the mixer and just play percentages. Not everybody's had a touch of the ball yet or anything, so you just wait, just soft. Soft. Are there 4 Liverpool players on the pitch in this game? Possibly Gakpo, Gravenberch, Van Dijk, Isak. Yes, there are, Zach. There are 4. How long will Isak last? That's the question. Oh, is there a high foot there? No, he didn't give it. Yes, now he's given the high foot. No, yeah. Yeah, it was a nice build-up. That's what the Dutch are capable of, Esteban. Oh, it's actually it's the English ref. God, Michael Oliver. So we must have the English crew making their debut, and I think it's Ruby's favourite tonight. It's the card master tonight, Manning. Oh, that's great play from Brian Brobby holding that ball up. The Sweden are all over the place at the back at the moment. I'm pretty sure Sweden qualified for this tournament without winning a game. They were dreadful in qualifying. Obviously, they fired their manager and brought Graham Potter in. I can't hear the commentators talking about how good the fans are on the UK stream. I can't hear the fans, to be honest. Oh, Brobby's turned again. He should have carried on. He's thrown himself to the floor. He's been a handful so far, Brian Brobby. Oh, there's Arsene Wenger. Oh, there's Infantino. Boo. Van der Sar is there. Patrick Kluivert is there. Couldn't see who else was there. I don't know what it was that because I'd given up on them, to be honest. I thought because they hadn't won a game, I thought there's just no way they're going to do anything. And they squeezed in. Richie will be watching Van Hecker because Richie likes Tottenham as well. So he'll be watching Van Hecker to see how he plays. Tottenham have just spent 50 odd million on him. Netherlands are in again. Didn't come anything of it. That was a half chance. Donyell Marlon causing problems. He used to play for Villa, Donyell Marlon. Did he go on to Milan? Roma, he went to on loan. Yeah, mine it blurs on my TV. It's so fluorescent, the orange. What a ball that is! Oh, was that a ball from Dumfries to Gakpo? What a ball! Denzel Dumfries has just whipped a ball right across the 18-yard box, nearly to Cody Gakpo. What a pass! And that's why Real Madrid have bought him to replace Trent Alexander-Arnold. He plays for Sunderland, Esteban. Let's have a look. Dutch set piece. Well defended by Gyökeres, actually. He did well there. They've been really really positive, the Netherlands. Oh, that was rubbish from Gakpo, however. He's asking for a foul, but I'm not sure he's ever going to get one there. I'm not sure there was much of a touch or an issue. Graham Potter looks agitated. Just get me drink. Here come the Netherlands again. Sweden are really struggling here. Just keeping my eye on the FOTMOB formations to see if they do anything. See if they change anything tactically, because they can't string 3 or 4 passes together. They can't get out. No, Zach. I'm not watching the games that Wrexham are probably looking at. I don't think we'd be watching with much interest. I don't think. Offside there. It is, Esteban. It's the home of the Houston Texans. So it is an indoor one. I'm not sure what the air conditioning situation is, though. Like the Dallas Cowboy Stadium's air-conned. I'm not sure if this one is or whether it's just got a roof on it. Yeah, Sweden can't look. Sweden are under pressure again here. What's going to happen? Going to get a corner? Oh, it's a goal kick. Netherlands turn the ball over because Sweden just can't get out. It's Tijani Reinders of Manchester City. Just a lovely turn. He doesn't get his shot off quick enough with his left foot. Should have hit it much earlier. They're the best. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, the ball's burst, I think. Hmm. Nobody's. I don't think anybody's. So I think because teams are here, there, and everywhere. I don't think anybody's based predominantly at stadiums that are like all indoors, are they? Because they're shooting around. So 20 degrees is nice. If that's right, that's a nice temperature. Got a massive. You can't leave Denzel Dumfries unmarked here. What a ball! It's 2-0. They've left. They did exactly that. They left Denzel Dumfries unmarked, out wide, cross into the box. Brian Brobby, 2-0. And there we go. This is Sweden are not in this game. Looks onside. Looks onside to me. What a touch that is, by the way, just to flick it with his toe. Oh, BBC have lost the feed. And there we go. If you've got Dutch players in your fantasy league, you might be all right. I wanted to see that replay because I am questioning why Sweden are not starting perhaps Victor Johansson in goal, for instance. He's much better than Nordfight. Strange decision. Is Brobby going to be the breakout star of the World Cup? Is he going to rack up 6 or 7 goals? I don't think Sweden have had a shot yet, Liz, have they? That's not a free kick. Hate that free kick. De Jong just felt a slight touch and falls over. Never a free kick. Netherlands totally in control of this. They have a lovely fluid formation when you get this nice wide camera angle like we've got now, you can see the players moving as they build up. That'll be the Dutch fans I can hear now, definitely. And here they come again. It's all about Frankie de Jong in the middle of that park, and he's central to everything. He's the conductor as the Netherlands build attacks. And Sweden are just basically they're reduced to a long ball, which breaks down, and the Dutch can come again. They're in trouble here, Sweden. Do the Dutch really want to rack up some goals here? That's the question. Oh, Cody Gakpo's just kicked it out of play, which is I can't get a map to give me that info, unfortunately, Liz. But statistically, it looks horrible for the Swedes. 66% possession for the Netherlands. An XG of 1. And they just keep coming, wave after wave of attack, don't they? 8 touches in the opposition box so far for the Netherlands to Sweden's 1. It's statistically, it's horrible for Sweden at the moment. That second goal of Brian Brobby's had very little XG, to be fair to him. He's bullying the Swedish centre halves, Brobby. They can't. They don't know how to deal with him. And Alan Shearer has said, stolen my words. He said exactly that on the BBC. And Alan Shearer won't enjoy saying that because obviously he's a Newcastle fan and Brobby's a Sunderland player. So bloody hell, Van Dijk's on the edge of the box. This is how attacking that the Netherlands are. Oh, have they got an offside? Oh, no, see, even that's not much of a free kick. What's Michael Oliver going to look at? Oh, it's the hydration break. Oh, God. Oh, it's advert time for you. More time for David Beckham. There you go. It's Powerade hydration break. There was some booze as well, which was good to hear from inside the stadium. Yeah, Sweden have been shocked by the early goal, not recovered, then been hit again with just wave after wave and then a good goal, and have never settled since, have they? Oh, the mighty Kurosawa playing tonight, stroke tomorrow morning. That ball from Denzel Dumfries is unbelievable, by the way. So while you're having ads, we're having replays of the goal. That second goal from Brobby, I bet you it's got next to no XG. That's the first one, is it? Yeah, 0.40 XG. It's more than I thought it was going to be. Let's just take... let me just get... his Denzel Dumfries' heat map so far. That's a right back. Yeah. He's been at right back for... I don't think he's been at right back so far. Maybe for kickoff. But all his time has been in the opposition half up that right flank. He's 20 yards up the pitch that you would want to push him back 20 yards to stop him. He's so dangerous. Like, it's not like people don't know as well. He's so dangerous, Denzel Dumfries, that as an attacking fullback, that people will know that. Excellent, Esteban. That's what we want to hear. We want to hear some booze. Just looking at some of the heat maps, but nobody's is as impressive as Dumfries is so far. So let's see what Sweden do. How do they react? They're really reliant on getting the ball into that front two, that front pairing. Like you've got two of the best strikers in world football. You've got to get the ball to them, haven't you? This is a bit of a nicer football though. And then Nigren doesn't do a very good job of crossing the ball. That's nice. Again, Dutch defend it well though. But that's better. I do like the fact that they use the old Adidas logo on this blue shirt, the Swedes. Is it a corner or is it a throw in? What are they given? Oh, it's a long throw. Isak lingers on the edge of the box. Oh, that was a good effort. They had a little half chance there. Lindelof's claiming he's been poleaxed, but actually the ball briefly hit him. I mean, you just get up and get on with it. Yeah, it just doesn't bloody. It's Kellstrom, is it? Yeah, it's Kellstrom that volleyed it. We're getting a replay of the offside for the presumably the second goal, but it's way onside. Yeah. They're getting a lot. That Swedish backline are giving up a lot of space out wide for Gakpo and mainly Dumfries on this right side. They're going to have to stop that. Can't giving them players the ball on the edge of your box out wide. Yeah, the Swedes can't get anything going. They're all looking at each other, waving their arms, frustrated. Our commentators think Sweden have changed to a back four. FOTMob hasn't recognised that yet, if that's what they've done. Here they come, though, the Swedes. They've got a bit of a break on. What a ball by Gyökeres. Oh, Yashin Ayari has made a right mess of that. Oh, well, that was a chance. What a ball that is from Victor Gyökeres. And he's trying to chest it, and it hits his left shoulder, like almost on the bone instead, and it runs away. Shearer's saying he should have headed it. I think he's doing the right thing to try and have a touch, but that's a massive chance. If you can get back in the game, then oh yeah, they have gone to a flat back four. They've gone 4-4-2. Well, without the ball, they've gone 4-4-2. Sweden. Surprised FOTMob's not picked up on it. How deep Isak has come there. That's brilliant. Oh, is that the right ball? Here comes Sweden. Oh, Nygren. Nygren had a massive opportunity and wasted it. That's two. Oh, yeah, here they go again. He's lashed at that, Ayari. Did he get a touch? No. Yeah, they've definitely found something in this shape change. They're definitely finding a bit of space. The Dutch are just not as comfortable as they were before for the last 5 minutes. I'd love a Swedish goal now to make a game of this. Dutch just taking the sting out of it. What are they doing to build up? This comes to Dumfries. Marlon goes inside. As soon as it looks to come to Dumfries, Daniel Marlon goes inside one. And that frees up the space then for Dumfries on the right side. It seems really. I don't know if you've got better atmosphere, better sound on your feed, but there's no atmosphere in this game. The Dutch are normally a really good sort of nation for enjoying the games, and can't hear much from them. No, I can't hear very little. Maybe it's where the microphones are or aren't. Oh, Brobby, what a touch that was. A lot of Sweden are holding on to the ball too long now. There's a lot of momentum going out of this game. Oh, Isak dropping deep has become a problem for. Here's Victor Gyökeres. Oh, that was a lovely move. Isak dropped deep in that little move, and he slid a lovely ball into Gyökeres in the channel. Van Hecker defended him well, and he doesn't get a good shot off. But that was a better move from the Swedes, and that's the front two connecting, which we haven't seen too much of before. With Isak coming deep for Gyökeres to run in beyond, which plays to his strength. It's not just me. I just thought I wondered whether it was just me, Liz. It just seems really flat. Sweden have got to get a hold of Frankie de Jong. He's on the ball at the moment, or as I said, orchestrating. He's pointing to people, telling them where to go. Sweden aren't pressurizing him enough. He is the man that you need to stop playing. There's 3 players there watching him. Nobody's putting him under any pressure. He's the last player in the Dutch side I want to have on the ball with options and time. The our commentators told us initially, Esteban, and then you can see it then with when you're this. We've got oh, hello, is he in? Oh, this stadium has quite a wide angled camera angle, and you can see it then. You can see that without the ball, they were definitely in a 4-4-2. Excuse me. I think it was Goodmanson who dropped back into a left back from a left wing back type of role. Graham Potter looking perplexed. FOTMob has never represented that change, which is interesting, though, to the back four. And it normally does. I noticed that it's normally quite quick at updating when they realise what's going on. Oh, what a ball by Isaac! Switch the play. Oh, what a touch by Gyökeres. Here comes Ayari. Isaac. One more to Gyökeres. Good save from the goalie. Oh, good save, Verbruggen. Isaac and Gyökeres are on a different level to everybody else in this Sweden side. They work really well together. I'm at 36-47 at the moment, Esteban, and you can see a flat back four quite clearly with Goodmanson at left back. So whenever you see that, you might be able to see it. Then they've got quite a central three. They've just matched up the Dutch a little bit better, I think, is what they've done. Here's Van der Ven going. He is, I'm sure, was it last season? Was it last season or the season before? He was the fastest player in the Premier League, Mickey Van der Ven. Yeah, they have. I think it's the change of shape, Liz, that's given him a better matchup. And the Dutch need to be careful because there's that cliche saying, which is statistically not true, but there is a saying that 2-0 is the most dangerous lead in football. Gakpo fires one straight down the Sweden goalkeeper's throat. But yeah, as soon as if you concede one goal, you're in trouble with a 2-0 lead. But still wait for Sweden to break their duck. That's scrappy. That's messy from Sweden. Defending in their own right back position, and it was poor. They're able to get to because of the flat back four as opposed to a back three. They're able to defend the wide positions that I was talking about before. I would describe it as quicker. They can get out to them quicker to help defend better. Although Gakpo stood one up here, and Dumfries got underneath it. Oh, Dutch have nicked the ball. Oh, Daniel Marlin did he shoot? Did he cross? Not sure what it was, but it's a goal kick. There's Frankie de Jong, though, stealing the ball to set Marlon up. Can't let such a highly regarded Barcelona midfielder. You're giving him time on the ball, and you're taking chances not far from your goal when he's on your back. Just asking for trouble. Some of the decisions that Sweden are making. They've got the big switch on, and they've not used it. I wonder why. Why would you not? You've used it too slow. Here come the Swedes. Oh, Yayari's just shot over the bar. That was lovely. It wasn't particularly quick build up. It was quite precise build up, and the shot. It's a shame. Really needs to be much more careful with that shot and get it on target. But that was better from this. Like you said, Liz, since the hydration break, Sweden have looked much better. They'll be uh, they'll be really resenting the fact that they didn't start the game as well as this. There's that flat back four again. Interesting, Isak's gone out left of a midfield four when they haven't got the ball. Fair play to him. It's dead slow, the Dutch. Kills a lot of momentum for them because it's just so slow, the build up when they've got it. Again, look at Frankie de Jong, no pressure. Zero pressure on. That feels like suicide. Look at the space now Dumfries has got. If Van Hecker hits Dumfries here, here he goes again. Dumfries. Oh, was there handball in there? Oh, they might look at that. The Dutch are just really good at getting Denzel Dumfries loads of space, and he's such a good deliverer of a ball. I think it's hit his chest. Don't think it's a handball. The Swedish defender. Was that a push? Was that a push? Gravenberch not arguing. Great run from Goodmanson. Oh, it's the slightest of touches. Just a little nudge to get him off balance. And of course, footballers don't need any more than that, do they? They look for all the opportunities. So Nygren is going to whip this in, out swinging. Sweden have a group of 4 or 5 towards the back post. It's all about the delivery and the quality. It's a great goal. It is a goal. Or is it? Hang on. Not sure. Given a foul, I think. Offside, they've given. What a ball that was. What a cross. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's going to get done for offside. Inches offside he is. Inches offside. Bring in the daylight rule. That would have been a goal. We'd have had a game. Gosh dang it. What a shame that was. That would have made a massive difference. Oh, that was a good run from Gakpo. Sweden couldn't cope. That could have set us up great for the second half, couldn't it? If we'd have got that goal. 4 minutes of injury time. Sorry, I haven't been paying attention. 4 minutes of time added on. Yeah, very close. Coming again, though, here, Sweden. Coming again. Nice football. It's not he's given a free kick there. I'm not sure that was much of a free kick. It's a Sweden free kick right on the edge of the box. Ayari's gone down. Oh, I mean, those are the dives you've got to stop, honestly. You can't be giving free kicks for that. So you got Nigren, Gyökeres, Isak all over the ball. It's Gyökeres who went and picked the ball up and is sort of going to position it as if he's going to hit it. He can take free kicks. He has scored free kicks when he was in Sporting Lisbon. Daniel Malen is the draft excluder for the Netherlands. Behind the wall. I think Isak has moved away. It looks like, for all it looks like it's going to be Gyökeres. It's the right side for Gyökeres. It's too close, really. It's hard to get up and down, but he hits it to the other side, and it's an easy save for the goalie. Tried to trick the keeper into thinking he was going to clip it over the wall, and he didn't. The keeper never bought it. Got a long throw, though, for Sweden. They got a chance. Yeah, that throw's not long enough. Oh, that's an awful effort from Nigren again. Nigren had a chance of a volley, edge of the box. He smashed it wide. It's a decent. What I will say is it's a decent hit from Gyökeres. And Sweden are going to have one last chance to stick this ball in the box before the half-time whistle goes, because they've got a free kick halfway inside the Dutch half. They've taken it quick. I'm not sure whether that's the right thing. Let's find out. It wasn't, is the answer, as they're dispossessed. Oh, Sweden have picked it back up. You're going to have to go if you want a chance. This will be it. This is the last chance. Gyökeres, edge of the box, looking for the shooting opportunity. Ayari. Oh, good save. Corner right at the end of the half. Miles better the Swedes now. Koeman's asking why we're still playing. We're still playing because it's a minimum of 4 minutes, not a maximum of 4 minutes. It's been the same for 10 years since it's been introduced. It's a minimum. Let's see. Doesn't look like there's anything clever from the Swedes, just lots of movement in the box. Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be the end of the half. Half time, 2-0. They'll feel much better, the Swedes, going in at half time than they did at the end of the hydration break, because they were not in the game and it looked like the Netherlands could toy with them and score 4 or 5 or 6, didn't it? So they'll feel much better going in. What a shame we couldn't just got one goal before half time just to make it nervy and interesting. That would have been fascinating. Go and get yourselves your halftime snacks, everybody. I'm going to top my drink up. and we'll come back in 5 minutes or so, and we'll see whether Sweden can cause them some trouble at the start of the second half. Right, we are back. Hey Angus, how are you? Oh, you've got Fox Sports crew. Does that include Alexi Lalas? Is my question. Because it's you've got Thierry Henry, who does part of that Fox crew. But if you've got Alexi Lalas, then that could be a tough. This could be a tough watch for you. Oh. Right. Sweden's best players have been the front pair. We've got Ivory Coast, Germany later. I'm hoping that'll be a good game. I am very hopeful. Oh, Alexis Lalas isn't. Right. That's interesting. It's warm over here today. It's warm in this room. I've put a fan on. Hopefully you can't hear it. They're late getting back to this game, aren't they? Wonder what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? Like, the BBC are having to fill now, I think, because of this. Brian Brobby is currently the analytical man of the match, with obviously scoring 2 goals. De Jong is second with Dumfries, and then Gakpo. That's crazy. This is a sort of anchoring midfielder. You just show you his heat map. That's Frankie de Jong's heat map. And a lot of that, he's got a 96% accurate pass rate at the moment. 47 out of 49 passes have found their target. Six defensive contributions, 56 touches, 9 passes into the final third. This is the problem. I said to you, he's the orchestrator, he's the conductor. And Sweden have not got to grips with him. And he's finding himself on the ball. Teams are coming out now. De Jong is finding himself on the ball with time, space, and options to pass to. And that's, Dutch are making a substitute. So Crescencio Somerville is coming on for be one of the wide players. I'll tell you as soon as I can see. I'll tell you. It's not very obvious at the moment who's coming off. But yeah, if you give Frankie de Jong this time, he'll kill you. He's won 80% of his ground duels. It's just like, what are you thinking from a Sweden perspective? You like that is the one player you have to stop. You have to stop him controlling the game. If they cut to a wide view, I'd be able to tell you who's come off, but at the moment I can't. It might be Daniel Marlin. It's Daniel Marlin who's gone off. Yeah. He was actually on FOTMob. He was the lowest ranked of the front three for Netherlands. So he. Let me get the clock, Matthew. I'll just get the clock synced up. Get rid of the... There we go. We are underway. Yeah, but some of Marlon's better work would have not shown up analytically, you see. So his ability to run rather than stay out wide and get in the way of Dumfries, his ability to go inside and create space for Dumfries, that doesn't show up from a data point of view, but he did it really well. The Swedes are coming forward here straight away. Oh, Nygren again. Sloppy pass. I've got a problem with this Sweden kit. This away kit, the yellow that they're using is too soft. Here's the offside from the for the free kick before, and he is half a foot offside. What a shame that was. Right, Sweden definitely still in the back four. Fotmob still definitely not picked it up. Not sure what's going on. It's not like them to be so slow. Oh, yeah. Here they come. Here come those orange shirts. Somerville in the boxes. Dumfries, there's a goal. 3-1. Let's just check the onside. It's Gakpo this time, I think. They've cut them open. 3-1. It's 3-0, in it. What am I on about? I think it might be close, this offside. Gakpo at the back post. It might be close. But Crescencio Somerville, the Man United target, has come on. A lovely little swivel. Lays it to Dumfries. He's onside, Gakpo. It's a wonderful goal. Brobby's doing his best to slide in to get it. But he can't. But Gakpo's there. Unmarked. Backstick. Left foot. Slides it into the net. And the Swedes have had the worst possible start. Oh, Brobby looks like he's inches away from that. They didn't show it on the replay, but Crescencio Somerville does a lovely little swivel in the box to keep that move alive. And from a game perspective, that's like the worst. Like, this is game over. No? You can't believe football, can you? You know, 2 minutes before half time, it's 2-1. And now it's 3-0. I saw that. That's a good t-shirt, Esteban on it. Yeah. Let's see now. Let's see how hungry the Dutch are. See, when you're 3-0 up, I never liked to sit back on a 3-0. I like to go for the throat and go and score 4, 5, 6. And be aggressive. But most teams don't like doing that. They don't like the risk. They just sit, play everything really super simple. Oh, Brian Brobby into Gakpo. Here they come again. Gakpo was selfish there. He should have laid that off. Gakpo was really selfish. At least we got some goals. Does Telemundo have any famous analysts, though, Esteban, who does the halftime breakdowns of what's gone on and stuff? Thomas Frank has actually been really good on UK TV, I should add. He's been I've seen him a couple of times now. He's been excellent. Here comes Ayari. What a ball that was. Sweden flashed a ball. I don't know why Gyökeres didn't try and header that. I'd like to see a replay of that. Well, I read something that said yesterday that Lalas had been stood down for a game. But I didn't know whether that was just rotational or whether they've binned him off because he talks so much crap. Like Thierry Henry will not be having any of him, right? So like Thierry Henry will be like talking to the producers or showrunners, whatever they are, and he will be saying, "Listen, I can't be doing with this lad. You've got to get rid of him." Hey Tony, how are you? So now listen, Tony. I don't know how old you are, but I'm going to assume you've watched lots of World Cups and European Championships. And how many times do we say this is the year the Dutch are going to win it? They look amazing, and then they implode at some point. So let's see. I would think Koeman will make them a better team than they have been before, but not necessarily pick the best players that they've got. I think he'll be having none of that ego. So I think they'll have a good effort, won't they? It looks like, Brian Brobby's made the big difference for him today. Being that sort of very European number 9 he's been a real pivot for him. Zlatan, that right? Yeah, I think it wouldn't surprise me if Lalas isn't used as much as they were thinking, because that's just what I was read that they'd sort of made him take a back seat because well, Zlatan and Thierry Henry will be having none of him. But then, yeah, just history tells us that, Tony. That's why I say that. But then Spain were also runs for many years, but they've got good players. The Dutch. What would I be? Oh yeah, Sweden have got a 3-on-3 here if they play it right, and they haven't, and they've allowed the Netherlands to get players back in, and then Isaac's really messed it up. And here come the Dutch now, and Somerville, Gakpo, edge of the box, cut inside, got to shoot, 4-0. There's Gakpo. It's a blistering counter attack that starts with a terrible touch from Alexander Isak in the opposition's box, and within 8 seconds, the Dutch have gone from one end of the pitch to the other. The camera is focused on Isak. I'm not sure if you'll see it on the replay, but if you watch, it all happens because Isak makes a right mess up in the box. Terrible touch. And then they slice open the Swedes, but Somerville does the main driving up the middle of the pitch. He's untouched, lays it out to Gakpo, one-on-one, easy inside move, and actually, instead of bending it out to the right side of the goal, he actually comes to the short side, and it's a really easy, that's a training ground finish for him. Well, I remember I remember Denmark obviously winning the Euro, Tony, and I used to love those Danish teams with Elkjær. Would Laudrup have been playing then? The older Laudrup would have been playing then with Elkjær, and they were in those Hummel kits. That was classic Danish teams. There'll be others as well, other names that I because I haven't thought about them in so long, they've gone. But, Brian Laudrup, by the way, one of my favourite footballers. He had a great spell at Rangers for a few years. But what a player Michael Laudrup was. Of course, he bridged both divides of the Madrid and Barcelona rivalry, didn't he? Here come the Swedes. Hello. Little counter-attack. Ayari's going to have a shot. Oh, just over. He has got that in his locker, that long-range shot. The golden era, yeah. Just remind me of a few more names. Elkjær, Laudrup. I was a big fan of Michael Laudrup. He was a big influence on me when I was growing up. He had a crazy spell at Swansea, if you remember. Here come the Dutch again. It's a 5-on-5. And Gakpo's just taken a little bit too long. They've kept it alive. Dumfries is going to fire one over the bar. I take it back. It wasn't Dumfries. I think it was Gravenberch. It was Gravenberch. My stream isn't in 8K, so I can't. I couldn't pinpoint exactly who that was. The Sweden goalkeeper I've got a red warning symbol on FOTMob. He's got a rating of 4.9 currently. There's 2 Dutch substitutes coming on. 20 and 16. I'll try and work out who they are for us while we're waiting. So Coop Miners, the midfielder. And Till. I'm not sure who's going to come off for them two. Let's see. This Somerville is going to be one to watch post the World Cup, you know. He is getting linked to Manchester United. He's currently at Leeds. Oh, Sweden have got a 3-on-3 here. Here's Elanga going. Here's Elanga. He's through. He's scored. It's 4-1. The comeback is on. Anthony Elanga, once of Manchester United, now of Newcastle. Did he go Man United, Notts Forest, Newcastle, I think, didn't he? Newcastle fans haven't got much good to say about him, I should add. And this is his pace. Look at his pace. Bursting. Even Mickey van der Ven, the fastest player in the Premier League, couldn't keep up with him. And he fires it into the net. Lifts it over the goalkeeper. Verbruggen tries to spread himself. But that's a good counter-attacking goal. And again, you go back and think, well, what might have been? What might have been? So there's Coop Miners on until... I haven't... Because they were showing the replay, I don't know who's gone off. Oh, yeah. De Jong and Reinders have gone off. So Coop Miners will sit in midfield instead of De Jong. Because they're a very similar profile. Oh, here's Sweden again. Oh, unlucky. He is fast, Elanga. He's fast, but he's erratic. That's the problem. He's too fast. Not good enough technically. We could have had a really good game here, couldn't we? This could have been like 3-2 at the moment. Frank Arneson. Yeah, remember Frank Arneson. Didn't he became a did he become either a manager or a technical director, Frank Arneson? Pretty sure. Alanga's giving him a nightmares at the moment. He's in behind Van der Ven again. There's a cross. Oh, Van Hecker just gets in front of Isak. Sweden team has come alive again with the fresh legs of Anthony Alanga. They've got a corner here, Sweden. They've got 5 players in a bunch near the penalty spot. Let's see what they do with them, whether they starburst into different directions or what do they do? No, well, to be honest, it's a bit of a crap pattern, that set piece. That was poor. Technical director at Spurs and Chelsea. That was him. He was there for a while. They're just showing the replay of the offside for the Gakpo goal. It's not offside. It was a good thing. I'm just gonna have a look for some of the names of the players that I remember. Elkiar, I remember. Jan Molby. Of course. I played football against Jan Molby, Tony. That was a funny story. I have been on the pitch with Jan Molby after he'd retired, obviously. He was still knocking around. Elkiar, Laudrup, Eriksson, John Dahl Thomason, remember him? Maybe Nelson, yeah. Had a good side then. So when I used to play, I was playing in Chester, and I ended up playing for very late on. I was playing for a team, and I can't remember whether it was Bank of Scotland or MBNA, one of these sort of big American banks that have got they've got massive offices in Chester on the business park. One of them have also got a football team, and they were paying Jan Molby to play for them. And we'd heard rumors, but I hadn't actually seen this with my own eyes. Anyway, we were playing whichever one it was, and we were waiting to see whether he turned up. He was the last man out of the dressing room. He was about 20 stone. He was massive. He played centre midfield opposite me. He didn't leave the centre circle all game. I can't remember how old I'd have been. He probably had 10 years on me. He didn't leave the centre circle all game. It was 1 or 2 touch from him, and I just couldn't get anywhere near him. Could not get anywhere near him. He still was such a magical footballer. Of course, Chester is like half an hour from Merseyside, so I'm sure he probably still has a place on Merseyside or has got contacts on Merseyside. So Bear Green. I don't remember Bear Green. Anyway, here comes Sweden again. Elanga to Isak in the box. They've got a few players, and if they put a cross in, and Isak puts it in the only place in the box where there wasn't actually a player. That rings a bell now you've said it, but I like if that was a quiz question, I don't think I'd have got that. Are the Dutch? Oh no, they've. I thought they were going to make some more subs then, but they've not. They were. All right. I guess since we're talking about Dutch people, I should add, Robbie's in here. He's offside, I think, by the way, but well, they haven't given it. I think he was off. Now they've given it. He was offside. I was in Chester once buying clothes, and I was going into a shop, and it's a shop I used to go into on the Rose in Chester, and the doorman, they had a doorman this day, and I've never seen him have a doorman before. I was like, that's a bit weird. What's going on here? Anyway, I walked around the shop, didn't buy anything on that particular day, but while I was walking around, I did notice somebody at the counter with tons of bags of clothes that they just bought. Didn't think anything of it. Went outside, and there was a painter, a decorator outside. He was painting the front of the buildings. Just see it. Oh, Elanga is absolutely done, Van der Ven. Oh. And the decorator said to me, as I came out, the decorator said to me, some legend that is in there, isn't it? And I said, I didn't see anybody. He said, you need to go back in and have a look. So I went back inside, and Johan and Jordi Cruyff and the wives were in there. They were the people at the counter buying all the clothes. So Jordi was playing for Man United at the time. So I did get Johan's autograph. Didn't ask for Jordi's. I wasn't bothered about Jordi. But I did get Johan Cruyff's autograph. I couldn't tell you where it is now. It was on a scrap of paper. And he just went about his way. They went about their day shopping in Chester then. Oh, that was a good ball from Sweden. I think it was Goodmanson right across the box. Nobody there. And it's David Beckham time. Yay. Sponsored by Powerade. Powerade want to send me the free drinks or money. I'm more than open to that. At least we've had some goals. That's all I can sort of say. You know, at least it's been semi-entertaining. It's not been a competitive game. Just showing Isak absolutely ruining Virgil van Dijk there with a ball through his legs. Oof. Fotmob still has the Swedish goalkeeper as the worst player. And it has Cody Gakpo now as a 9.2 man of the match at the moment. So Gakpo has an assist and 2 goals, whereas Robbie has 2 goals. So I think that assist is obviously contributing to just to edge him towards that man of the match. I've enjoyed watching Denzel Dumfries again. I always enjoy watching him. He'll be a real problem at Real Madrid. Let's just have a look if we're missing anything, any news breaking or anything exciting happening. Opta have just put a stat out. It says no side in World Cup history have ever come back from 4 goals down to get a result. So I think that tells us everything we need to know about what's going on in this game. Yeah, another bucket load of money for FIFA. Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. Who's do we want to see anybody's heat map while we're in the break? Let me know. I can pull up any of the players' heat map. So if there's anybody that you'd like to see, I'll just bring up Mickey van der Ven because that's quite a nice looking one. Memphis Depay is coming on. Might be for Brobby. Yeah. There's Van der Ven. So if you remember that that heat map of Dumfries, he was barely in his own half and he was mainly in the opposition half. Van der Ven is a bit more balanced, as you can see. Just having a look at some of the other data, but Sweden, it's about foul. No, yeah, he's giving it. For Sweden, it's a bit about saving face and trying to build towards the next game, isn't it? Like, you know, if you can get a goal or two back in this game and just makes you feel a bit better going into the next game. There's a dive by Ayari. Have they got any clever free kicks here? No, it's a pretty rudimentary one, but easily dealt with by Dumfries. Hey, Andy, how are you? It's weather's decent in our neck of the woods, isn't it? It's so warm in here, I've had to have a fan on. They have a chance to put the ball in the box here, Sweden, if they work it right. And they have loaded the box with 5 players. So do not waste this chance. And they don't, but the quality isn't great. And Van der Ven falls to the floor. And they get a free kick. The camera is implying that Lindelof did the foul, but I'm not sure he did. This Dutch result is a bit like the game I said when I came off stream yesterday. I said, watch Brazil will play decent. They'll score a few goals and everybody will think that that they're brilliant and going to win the World Cup again. And that's exactly kind of what I woke up to. But I wouldn't be putting my house on Brazil. I know other people will tell you that's not the case, but trust me, I don't think they're this brilliant, fluid side that we're used to. There's a foul by Sweden. New York plans are very loose, I guess, in the fact that I can't even remember what day. Did we go Sunday to Saturday? Fly out on the Sunday. The game is on the Wednesday, isn't it? So I think the Tuesday night we've got some plans, and then we've just whatever else, we're just going to try and do the usual things of seeing the sights and just making the most of our time over there. Is that right, Tony? John Severbeck. That name rings a bell, but I don't remember him. Because I was born in South Africa, Tony, the player at Man United I remember more than anybody from the 80s was Gary Bailey, who was a goalkeeper from South Africa, if you remember him. Bright blonde hair. If you're not a Man United fan, that name might not mean anything to you, but oh my lord, Mickey van der Ven with possibly the worst 2 touches in the box that I've ever seen. Oh, you're going out, Andy. Excellent. You're going on the Sunday flight, Aer Lingus. Oh, we're with Virgin. We're flying into JFK on the Sunday. And we're staying in Midtown Manhattan. Here comes Sweden. Elanga again. Can't beat Virgil van Dijk with his cross, though. That's the thing he has to be careful of, Elanga. You've got a 6'4" mountain of a centre half. As the first centre-back defender, you've got to make sure you beat him either with pace or there's a good cross. Here, Victor Gyökeres. No. You've got to make sure either the pace of the cross beats him or you clip it high enough. So I can't even remember what hours it's bloody called. I think it's a Hilton. Let's have a look. All I did for a week was watch videos on New York about how to get around and where to go and the best places to eat. And then subsequently, obviously, because we've got Krakow first, I've started to switch my attention. And I can't remember where we're staying now. But I've got a list somewhere. New York. Hilton Garden Inn is where we're staying, which isn't far from Times Square. And our friends Vicente and David are going, so we're going to meet them for some food. Vicente is a watcher of the podcast, and he every time he comes over here, I tried to take him for some food last time, but he ended up running off and paying without me knowing. Bailey was number 2 to Jim Leighton. Oh, you've already booked, have you, Tony? Just remind me when you're over. Just remind me when you're over, and we will. I haven't booked the Fearless event. I do go to most of them. I don't think we've missed one actually, but I have got a ticket to go to the one in New York. I say I've got a ticket. Andy Gilpin has put us on the list. I don't think this. I mean, it says Hilton, Liz. I'm not sure it's like what we. I think it'll be very run of the mill for New York. I think. I don't think it's anything overly fancy. But it'll be nice enough for what we want. Yeah, I don't know whether we need to start a bloody WhatsApp group or anything with all the people in it or what. I need to think about that a bit closer to the time. That's one of the reasons I've rolled back my opinion that I wanted the women to play in Latvia their 2 games for their qualifying for the Champions League, because the second game is the day before New York, so I couldn't get back in time if they were in Latvia. So now I'm hoping that they play him at the racecourse. Lucas Bergvall just got a booking. It would be nice to see him a bit more for Sweden. I don't want to call him a wonder kid, but he's extremely talented young midfielder that Tottenham have got. I think he would be better than Nygren. I think they need to perhaps invest more time in Bergvall than they do Nygren. Oh, what a touch that is. Oh, he's offside, Gakpo, is he? What a touch that was. Yeah, they do a decent job, the boys, don't they, of those live nights. So. I think I'll definitely be going to the live night. The question just is, because obviously Kath and her daughter are coming, the question is, which we haven't heard anything of Andy yet, the question is, like, what we don't think is that Princess Ali will let her daughter in, so therefore Kath and Emily might not come. But I think I'll probably be going to that Fearless night in New York. But we're on the same flight as some other people we know as well, going out. But they can't go to the live night because they've got plans with a friend of theirs who lives in New York. And they do normally go to all the live nights, but it's just the way it worked out for them timing-wise. Holland are comfortably here, by the way. There's not too much happening. Not too much clear-cut chances or anything. It's just a bit of to-in and throw-in. Half chances. Both teams really trying to play the game out now. No injuries. No bookings. That's what they're all hoping for. Oh, I think we're blocked 2-1-2, Andy, I think. So we can't be far away. I think it was 2-1-2 we ended up in. So we'll see how it all plays out. I think we'll be over and around the stadium most of the day. I don't think we'll faff around. We'll get over that way early and have some food and some drinks pre-match for the Liverpool game. I'll be there most of the day, I would have thought. If we can find a bar or somewhere. Isak has just tested for Bruggen. It looked an easy save from the TV angle, but let's have a look from a better replay. Let's have a look. Right foot. Doesn't start it out far enough. It's a pretty easy save. Makes it look better than it is. If I think they'll be televised if they're at the racecourse. If they're not at the racecourse, then they won't be televised. The under-19s are on S4C, I think. It's your fourth trip to Wrexham, Tony. Yeah, you need to come and see the sights. I'm not sure whether that is a spam post or whether that's somebody being polite, because it's not a name I've seen before. So it's 4-1. It could have been anything this game, given the fact that Sweden came to life after the first half hydration break. They had a goal disallowed just before half time and conceded a really sloppy goal straight after half time. One, two, three, four. Both sides have made 4 subs. Don't know how many windows they've used, though. So they might have 1 left. They might not. Not sure. So don't forget, for people who are just at home, nothing to do, just watching the telly, we will be live for the Germany game, which is a 9 o'clock kickoff UK time, whatever that is, your local time. So in an hour and about an hour or so, we'll be live again after this game. That's the way to do it, Tony. That's the way to do it. Fill it up with merch and Wrexham lager. Here comes Sweden, and Elanga's poor pass into Isak breaks up the play. That's the problem with Elanga. Electric pace, but the rest of his game is really inconsistent. And I think that's been his problem at Newcastle. He's Eddie Howe demands much more consistency. Whether Eddie Howe remains the manager, let's see at Newcastle, by the way, because I'm not sure all is well there when you look at where the players are moving to and stuff. Sure, if that Saudi PIF fund are going to water their shareholding and perhaps try and get their way out of it. Now, it's company for me as well, Esteban. Kath is going to be watching. I don't know what time it starts, but they're I think they're live streaming or have recorded a Take That concert. So she's going to watch that tonight, which is on Amazon Prime. She was at the concert last night for Take That, so she's going to watch whatever that is tonight. So take it easy, Esteban. Oh, here comes Somerville. Is he going to have a shot? 5. There we go. Crescencio Somerville scores the 5th. The substitute from Leeds United. West Ham, Leeds. I've forgotten even where he plays now. He's at West Ham from Leeds, wasn't it? Soon to be Man United, if you believe the rumours. So what happens late in games, Liz, is you get this phenomenon. It happens in club football as well. It's called stat padding, where you just start to look after your own data and all your own stats. So you perhaps take a couple of extra touches, you do some easier passes where you're guaranteed a completed pass rather than taking a risk to a pass that might not come off, but actually has got a better chance of scoring a goal. Players stat pad because of the amount of data that there is nowadays. So that's why you sometimes get a bit of selfishness or a bit of weird behavior. You're looking at it going, why did he make that pass? That's why. But that's a nice finish for Somerville. He's mid-20s, I think, Somerville, and he was electric at Leeds. And I will be staggered if he stays at West Ham. Irrespective of what West Ham say, players like him and Jared Bowen, they'll want him off the wage books. So Noah Lang, I think it is, has come on for Gapco. Yeah. Sweden been much better in the second half, though. I'll just get up the momentum chart so you can see. They're going to be in again here. Is that Gyökeres? Gyökeres. Oh, block shot. So if you look at the momentum chart that I've just popped up, you can see second half. You can see the domination really in the first half by the Dutch, especially for the first half of that half. But the Swedes have been much better in the second half. But remember that the Dutch didn't need to do much really. Yep, still going, Ruth. Oh, Cody Gakpo's hurt his arm, so he's got an ice pack on his arm. I wouldn't have thought we would be scouting any Swedish players, but you know, a bit to be fair, like I've seen people who will remain nameless want us to sign Sweden's third choice goalkeeper, which is Zetterstrom, who plays at Derby. Now, I wouldn't give you 5p for him, but I've watched a video of somebody saying that they want us to sign him. So I'm like, wow, okay. What these fans should be doing, by the way, is uniting and singing anti-Gianni Infantino songs. So the Dutch drew with Japan in the first game, did they? I think. So Japan are going to be interesting to see how they do deal with Tunisia. It's a decent hit from Somerville. Goalkeeper's nowhere near it. Comfortable afternoon in the end for the Dutch. Yeah, 2-2 that game with the with Japan. They got a late-ish goal, Japan, didn't they? There's been flashes of good stuff from Sweden. The connection of the front two was good. Alanga's pace has been problematic. Defensively, they're just all over the place. Quality ball. Paul, I'm just watching him there trying to work a move to deliver a cross into the box, but not good enough. I forgot to put the extra time added on. This is going to be it. Somebody's having treatment off the pitch. Is it Somerville? He's having stitches, I think, whoever that Dutch player is. He is. You're right, Tony. Oh, there's a header from... Wasn't Gyökeres, was it? I don't think so. This will be full time anyway. I don't know why this. It wasn't Jock. That is the full time whistle, I believe. Full time in Houston, a convincing 5-1 win for the Netherlands. It was all that first 20 minutes. Sweden were behind the 8 ball, weren't they? Didn't start well enough, and then they were playing catch up, and they could never get level. And then they got hurt because they were chasing to try and get back into the game, and then they got hurt really. But defensively, they're not good, Sweden, and the Dutch have punished them. And you just that man there, Frankie de Jong, you cannot give him the ball in the middle of the pitch with nobody marking him or pressurizing him. Can't do that. So there we go. Right, I'll set myself up ready for the Germany game. I've got most of my graphics and stuff ready. I've got a separate stream ready for people who want to join us later on. Don't forget this weekend, if you get bored of World Cup football and you want a bit of Wrexham, then me and Richie did a podcast on Wednesday night, so you can go and catch that. And me and Dell did a podcast the day before, I think, earlier in the week, so you can go and catch that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as we try and get back some of the followers we lost when we lost the other channel. I like he's one of my favorite players, actually, Tony, because he's one of those that genuinely can play both sides, but he's very versatile. Joachim Mailer, but I think Phil Parkinson has already sorted that position. That's my gut feeling. That position will be filled by a Northern Irishman, I reckon. But let's see. Let's see what happens. Right. Go and you've got 45 minutes to go and get yourself set. Toilet breaks, drinks breaks, and let's see what the Germans have got. Let's see whether they can electrify us or whether the Ivory Coast have got something. We'll find out. So yeah, thanks for everybody who's been in the chat. Much appreciated, keeping me some company, and I'll see you in 45 minutes.